All right. What's up? This Semipro Football Table Talk. It's Dre Brooks.
And Brandon McKeever.
Hey, we ready to talk about some football. Man, we had some good games this past Saturday. And we especially that Gladiators game. Man. They beat the Extra. I interviewed the defensive coordinator. I interviewed him today and for Semipro Football News. Mm-hmm. But today, we're going to interview Sammie Benson. He played, I think he played linebacker.
Another linebacker.
Yeah, he played linebacker for
Jonesboro Gladiators.
For the Gladiators. So we're going to go ahead and jump into that and go ahead and get him on a coach's cam, okay? A coach's player cam, let me put it like that, okay? And we're going to ask him a couple of questions, how they bounced back from that first loss against the Bolts and then the Punishers. And then they come back and win two good games, you know what I'm saying? So let's get him on.
Dogfight games at this.
Yep. Let's get him on this thing right now. Let's call Mr. Sammie.
Good evening.
Sammie, what's going on?
Can't call it, man. It's a successful day, man.
Successful day, huh? So y'all, we sit here on Semipro Football Table Talk, and we got Sammie Benson on the phone, on the coach's cam, players cam, middle linebacker for the Jonesboro Gladiators. Y'all pulled that victory off against the Extra. How y'all do that?
Yeah, for sure.
How y'all do that?
We prepped up all week, man. We prepped up. I got to give it to my front line, man. Without that front line, there wouldn't be much we can do, man. They did their job. They did their parts. There's linebackers and the rest of us followed them. They opened the gap in the field.
How many tackles you got for the? How many tackles you got?
I had 8 tackles for losses, man. That was a slight day for me.
Yeah, I seen one of them.
Hey, Sammie, man, what was it like hitting them big running backs, especially big 42?
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That boy did some damage to me.
Hey, that's a big boy, ain't it?
True, man. It was either man up, man, or lay on your back.
Man.
So let me ask you something. That first two games y'all played, it was against the Bolts and the Punishers, and then y'all come back and win 2 games in a row. What was the factor of winning these 2 games versus them 2 games that y'all lost?
Man, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. First 2 games, man, it was just pride. Pride killed us, man.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody playing at the what I used to be level. Until we came together as a unit, man. Coaches about decided to be coaches. Players decided to play the player role. And we came together, man, and we lived by my brother's keeper, man. And we came together as one. And now we that, man. I give it to them.
Yeah, that's what your coach TJ said. He said, man, y'all got in the lab and y'all had to, sort out some stuff, get rid of some bad weeds. You know what I'm saying? Weeds in a rose bush. Had to get rid of a couple of people, and y'all got it together, man. Y'all got who y'all got next? The Bolts? No, who y'all got next? No, y'all got to buy. Yeah, y'all got to buy. Then y'all got the Bolts after that. Yeah.
Y'all gonna be ready for that one, man?
Man, I'm sure we is, man. We got a game plan for them as well, man. It's the best 11 on the field at that time with them. We'll see what they can do the first game. Ain't too much change throughout these last couple of weeks with them.
Mm-hmm.
So, just come prepared, man. Contain. I'm pretty sure to my D-line. They start with them. They contain them, we're going to finish.
Yeah.
I feel you there.
I see a whole complete change in y'all, man, since that first game. I was at that first game when y'all played the Bolts, and y'all kind of was arguing with each other, and after the game, what happened, y'all kind of. But now y'all praying after the game with teams. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to bring it better, man. Make this league a little more, man.
Yeah.
Pat doing this thing with as like the commissioner of the league or whatever, man. He's doing his thing. So why not, man? Just take one voice, man, to make everybody else follow.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Lead by example. That's what happened, man. Bring them together at the end. So my team come to the field, man. We came. They came right along with us. That's all it takes, man. You keep clean on the field and respectful on the field, and you get the other team to ride with you, man. It's amazing what you can do.
It's true.
Yeah, exactly. But y'all got the Bolts coming up. Y'all got a bye this week. What you gonna do during this bye this week? What you got planned? What you gonna do?
It's never a day that I'm not.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
On the TV studying, man, breaking down my angles, breaking down my triangle, man, and keeping it moving. I keep my other linebackers on toes with me.
That's what's up. That is what's up, Brandon. You got anything else for Benson?
Hey, let me say this, man. I'm proud of y'all too. Y'all have really turned it around, man.
Yeah, y'all have.
You know, from the first two games,
Appreciate it, for real.
from the first two games to where y'all are now. Hey, and I know y'all be watching me, man. You hear me pick against you and all of that stuff. Hey, but you hear me what I say. Y'all gonna get it together. Y'all gonna be dangerous, and y'all keep working, man. I truly believe y'all gonna be in them playoffs, and y'all gonna be ready.
Man, look, it's the only thing we doing, man. We're on the road to recovery, man. That's all. One game at a time, how we taking it now. And every game is a championship for us.
There you go. That's the way you look at it.
Yeah.
Cause y'all because on the top 10 poll, y'all started off like 10 or 9. Now y'all done moved up. Y'all done moved up, man. And y'all keep y'all thing going, man, and keep your team, you know, just on that foundation of what y'all trying to do, man. Because you can see if y'all can keep this winning streak going. You know what I'm saying? Because both they undefeated, they ranked number 2, and so they gonna bring the wood. And I know y'all gonna bring the wood, so it's gonna be a good game to watch. Cause y'all come here, right? No, they come to y'all, right? They come to y'all, right?
Yeah, they go to them, I think.
Yeah, they go to y'all, come to y'all, right?
Yeah, we're at home. We'll be at home.
Okay. So y'all got to be at y'all.
Man, I need about 15 tackles from you that game too.
Hey, man, we coming, man. I can't promise you 15, man, but I'm gonna get there.
All right.
All right, let me ask you something. What's your favorite football movie?
My favorite one, man, Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans.
There you go. That's a good one.
You ever seen a movie called The Program?
No, I haven't.
Man, hey, check it out. It's an old movie. It's like in the 90s. It got Omar Epps. It got a couple other people in there. But check it out. It'll hype you up, man. I used to watch that, man, before every game. Well, it's called The Program. You know what I'm saying?
Strictly on Ray Lewis film and breakdown.
Oh, there you go. There you go. You're on the right path. But this is my pro football table talk. We got Sammie Benson on the phone. I appreciate you, man, and your time, man. Good luck on the season. Congratulations on that win, that big win against the Extra. And we'll be doing some more interviews with you.
Okay, appreciate it, man. Y'all have a blessing.
All
All right, Sammie. All right. We just had Sammie on the phone. Middle linebacker for the Gladiators, man. They really doing pretty good, man. I'm talking about from fighting each other to praying. At the end of the game, they're praying with teams, man.
Well, they probably got together, had a come to Jesus talk, and hey, we gonna have to fix this up.
Yep.
Because one thing, like I always say, you either gonna keep dealing with the problem and get beat every week, or you gonna do something about it.
Exactly.
Well, they decided to do something about it, and here we are today.
Let's get into these scores.
Man,
number 7 Gladiators, number 6 Extra, 20-14. What we just talking about?
Man, that's a good game for Jonesboro.
Good win.
The Extra here have been in a couple dog fights, and the ball's just not going their way. They're gonna have to clean that up.
Yeah.
Do something. I don't know if it's the running game or something.
Defensive game.
Or what is it? But y'all are in the dog fights, which is good. You just got to finish them out.
Exactly. Let me ask you something. I seen a post about Cadillac going to the Silverbacks.
That was a joke.
That was a joke?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure. I was going to say he leaving the Extra and he going to the Silverbacks. You know, they doing this trade thing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I don't know if it's their defense or what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because like with the Reapers, they went in overtime, and which Reapers not a bad team
at all.
They just ain't their day. You know what I'm saying? They got some good receivers, but we get into them in a minute. Silverbacks, number 5 Silverbacks, number 4 Bulldogs, 16-14.
Man, that's a game that I expected to be close. I believe it could have went either way. Mm-hmm. Congratulations on Pat Way to bounce back after last week getting beat 33-0. Mm-hmm. You come back and win a dog fight.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs, I'm disappointed because, like I said, hey, y'all got to get better. Y'all are a better team than what you displaying.
Exactly. They've been holding down for 7 years and just I don't know what's going on this year. Mm-hmm. But number 10 Knights, number 9 Rams, 6-0. Rams got their first victory.
Congratulations to
Knights
the Rams.
still ain't scored.
Congratulations to the Rams on that, man. Welcome to the Victory Club. Mm-hmm. As Shannon Sharp say, if I had one, I'd give you a victory cigar. Shreveport, y'all got to do better, man.
Man.
Let's get some points. Y'all haven't scored your first touchdown, but I got faith in you.
Y'all get it together, guys. Number 3 Punishers, number 8 Reapers, 20-14.
That shocked me.
Yeah.
That shocked me because
Not taking nothing away from the Reapers.
at all. But the Punishers, with the caliber team that they have, to be in a dogfight like that, you shouldn't have been. And but I will say this. That, to me, I'm not one of those. That's a team you should have blew out. I give credit to the Reapers. Mm-hmm. The Reapers probably, I know y'all been watching me, and I'm always 40-0 this, 40 that. Hey, but y'all showing me something. So hey, keep doing what you're doing, and eventually you're gonna be hearing me Reapers by 40.
Reapers on their way, man. Reapers on their way. If they don't do nothing this year and they keep the same people they got, I expect them to be a team to be one of those teams in the top 5, man. Just dogging.
I think is it Wesley that run there?
Yeah.
West, keep doing. West, keep doing what you're doing, man. You on your way there.
You're on your way. Just because y'all lost these games, but look at it. It was 20-14 against the Reapers. Y'all went overtime with the extras. Who else they?
He was at the Boats. You took them to halftime.
Yep. And that was good. I was at that game. They was doing great, man. I was like, man, the Reapers balling.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
and not to say nothing, but from the rumbling that I heard that the Punishers didn't have all their players there. Let me tell you this: if you didn't, playing around almost got you knocked off.
And if you would have lost,
that's what it was.
It would have been an L. It would have been no week. You know what? This is not a game. You know what I'm saying? I know minor league football have its ups and downs, but stop taking this like it's lightly. Like this football, man.
I hear a lot of guys, man, they can beat them. We ain't got to show up for that. Brother, you ain't in the NBA. This ain't no 82 games
schedule.
Exactly.
I got a rest.
You get a night off. We
sign
can
$1 million contract.
No. Brother, hey, y'all need to play every game.
Play every game, man. And that almost cost y'all a loss.
Because I get tired of teams hearing, well, hey, I didn't have this guy here. That's why we lost. Mm-hmm. Well, hey, if that guy handles his business, he need to be at that game.
Yep. And if that team beat you because you didn't have all your players, that's all well.
That's
no
your
excuses.
Fault.
That's y'all fault. Let's get to this top 10 poll. We got a whole new one. Number 1 Dragon, still number 1. 4-0.
Man, my boys, hey, I'm waiting on my shirt, guys.
But people trying to say they ain't played nobody.
Man, I saw that, and I'm gonna say this though. I mean,
they beat the Bulldogs, the brakes off the Bulldogs. Yeah. They beat the brakes off the Silverbacks. Them are not bad teams.
I'm gonna say this: you want to say they ain't played nobody? They doing what they supposed to do. To you.
Yep, exactly. Even if they don't play, even if
they not playing, if the team garbage, hanging 50 on them is what you supposed to do.
But you supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
So whoever been saying that, man, just hey. I wonder what his team doing.
Exactly. Number 2, Boats. They 3-0. They got a bye week. You know what I'm saying? And but the Punishers, they number 3. They 3-0. And I was thinking like the Punishers should go before the Boats because the Boats, had a bye week. But that's the difference. So everybody will be jumping on the post saying the Boats just had a bye week. That's all it was. Y'all had canceled games. That's why y'all went down. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's why y'all went down number 10. Y'all had canceled games. Boats had a bye week. So that's why they still number 2. You know what I'm saying? And y'all number 3. But this Saturday,
we'll be able to
determine. We'll get in that. Don't get in that.
I'm ready.
Don't get in that. I know you want. I know you're finna jump in it. I know you're finna jump in it. Number 3 Punishers. They got some ballers, man.
Man, the Punishers disappointed me this week. I'm sorry. I don't reward a close victory with a team of that caliber. Mm. That's not, to me that's not good.
Irvin Tisdale had 100 yards, another 100-yard game. Dooley had, I can't remember, it was either 15, 18 tackles or something like that.
Man.
Yeah. Bobo Smith Jr. had over 100 yards receiving. It was a couple more of the guys, man. I got it over there on my thing. I should have brought it, but them guys got some weapons, man.
Them numbers like that,
the score should have been 50.
It should have been a blowout. But that even more, that gives more credit to the Reapers.
The Reapers ain't playing around. Keep playing around with the
ball.
ball.
I'm gonna say, as Punishers, you better get it together. One thing, like I said on the last show, is if they offense catch up with their defense, they're gonna be dangerous.
Yep, and they got a good offense. They got a quarterback that can throw and scramble, and got 2 receivers that can catch the ball. Number 4 Silverbacks. They 3-2. They got a winning record now.
Man,
they beat the Bulldogs 16-14.
Congratulations, Pat. Way to bounce back. Looking forward to now just continue this and go forward.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming Mr. Russ didn't have a 7 interception game this week.
No, he didn't have 7 interceptions this time.
Nothing personal, Rock. I'm just messing with you, man.
Rock, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. Number 5, Bulldogs.
That's a team.
They 2-2. But let me ask you something. Should the Gladiators be number 6 and the Bulldogs? Should the Gladiators be number 5 and the Bulldogs be number 6?
In my opinion, I think the Bulldogs should drop a little bit lower than that. Seeing how
they both 2-2.
Yeah, but if I had to go off of eye test or whatever, I would just go off of, hey, the Gladiators have played some pretty decent teams and have gotten up as opposed to the Bulldogs. They lost came to the Dragons and now the Silverbacks.
Now the Silverbacks, yeah.
In that case, no, I wouldn't because of the teams that they play.
Yeah.
The Dragons we know they're no slouch.
Yeah, and the reason why I got the Bulldogs at number 5 because the Gladiators just not moving themselves up. They not just getting together. Bulldogs, they was what 2-1. I
think they had started off 2-0 and then
they
just lost these last couple.
Mm-hmm. All right, number 6 Gladiators. They 2-2.
That's another team as we were just speaking with Mr. Benson. He's got them headed in the right direction. It seems to be that they're going to be clicking at the right time.
Mm-hmm. Number 7 Extra. 1-2.
That's a team there that has to do a lot better for a team of their caliber.
Yeah. I thought them guys would be undefeated by now.
Now, I wouldn't have gave them that, but I definitely expected them to be better than what their record is saying right now. They've been in a couple of dog fights, but haven't been able to close it out. A team with that much experience, especially on, I know, the offensive side, and I think they got some experience on the defense. I know Cadillac and Bone, but I want to say they got a few more guys.
Yeah.
With that type of experience, you should be a lot better.
Yeah, man. It's just
a lot better. That's the only thing I'm disappointed in is they should be playing better than what they have been.
Exactly. They should be playing better. And I just when they played the Reapers, they went in overtime with them. I just thought they were just I was just like bad day, and I was just like, well, the Reapers. I was like, well, the Reapers are better than people think they are. They think they're like, okay, this is a team they pretty they been around and beat you. You know what I'm saying? And so when they played the Reapers and it went halftime, I thought they was just okay. This is the first game, but they've been doing this the whole season.
Man,
cancel games and 91-2, and I expect better from the Extra, man. Number 8 Rams. They got their first victory.
Congratulations, Rams.
1-3.
We glad because I sure didn't know what was gonna happen.
6-0.
Man,
it had to be a dog fight.
That was a dog fight.
It had to be a dog fight.
I believe that came down to who had the ball last.
Yep. I don't know when to score 6, when they first, second, third,
but
fourth.
from what I've heard, the Rams are a young team.
They are.
So what I know with young teams, it takes time to gel, and your players got to grow up.
Uh-huh.
So let's hope this is the stepping stone to leading for their turnaround.
Mm-hmm. Number 9 Reapers. They 0-4.
Man, to be honest with you, their record doesn't match their team.
They don't do it.
Not at all. But I'm gonna tell you something too in the story. The Reapers actually, and I should have saw that. I got a chance to watch them last year.
Mm-hmm.
They had blew a team out called the Little Rock Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
And you could see it then that the Reapers were they were getting better.
Mm-hmm.
Just to see what they're doing this year, even though they haven't won, the fact that you've been in position.
Yeah.
You've been in position, and that's all you ask for. As of right now, with a team of their status, is to be in position. So as they keep working and keep grinding and keep pushing, now once you've been in position, it's gonna go to turning into you running the game, you handling it. Now those close games is gonna fall in your favor, and those and certain teams that was beating up on you gonna turn around and start beating up on them.
And it kind of reminded me of the Oklahoma City Thunder. When they had Kevin Durant, Westbrook, and Harden. Just for some reason, they just couldn't get over that hump. They had it, and it's like they get close to the games, and they just couldn't get over that hump. It's like they got a good team, man. I seen it firsthand.
You got to grow up.
I've seen it firsthand.
And with the Reapers, and Wes is here. He's doing something special with that team. I think a couple more pieces. I
think they made a couple of changes this week too.
Oh, okay. What they?
I think coach changed, a lot of changes. You know what I'm saying? So, them guys, man, they on their way.
Mm-hmm.
They on their way. If they just, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just is it their defense because the teams ain't putting points up on them. Like, but I think
they've been scoring and doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say it's the defense, but whatever it is, you know,
they better figure it out.
Once they get that figured out, every team in the league better be on notice.
Yep. What if they get to the playoffs and they just destroy folks?
It could happen.
And win the championship. It could happen. Yeah.
To be honest, it could happen.
Number 10 Knights, 0-4. Ain't scored a point yet. Ain't no too much we can say about them.
Man, all I'm gonna say is Louisiana football, y'all got to do better.
Mm-hmm. It's just like Texas football. You know, if Louisiana football and Texas football, and Arkansas in the middle.
Those are some dangerous places, man, when it comes to their football.
I remember I seen a high school team from up north. I think it was Shallow Christian. They went and played a Louisiana team. It was about a couple of years ago. They played a Louisiana team. They put them on a schedule like before their conference games and all that stuff, like the preseason games, whatever. Man, the Louisiana team beat the brakes off them, man. And Shallow, and Shallow Christian was one of those dominating teams here in Arkansas. Mm-hmm. They went down there, flew down there, and got beat the brakes off.
Got into a shootout and probably
Man, I'm talking. They wasn't even no contest.
Ooh.
They weren't even no contest. But the Knights, 0-4. No points on the board.
Y'all got to get it together. I don't know if you might need a new play callers once again, or you know, but you got to do something.
But they held the Rams to 6 points. But you know, you got to get points on the board, man. You know, I don't know if it's turnovers, ups and downs, people in the wrong positions. You know, so you got to get it together. Cause I heard this team was okay in the beginning of the season. It was like, you know, I started seeing them post in the beginning. Like when the season got ready to start, they was quiet all the preseason. But when the season started, they started posting. They got some big guys, man. But I just don't know what's going on. But let's get into these April 17 matchups, man. I want to get to the game of the week.
Man.
Number 2 versus number 3. Who's going to transfer? Who going to get that number? Who going to get that first loss? Bolts versus Punishers.
This is a game that I honestly, truly believe. And I've said it before, they evenly across the board. Mm-hmm. And what's going to be funny, I'm going to tell you something. You're going to start seeing guys that you probably ain't seen all season coming out the woodworks that play for them teams. Mm-hmm. They wait. It's like a 10-day contract. We're going to sign you for this game only. Honestly. And it's on both. I want to say both sides. I know one team, and I'm not going to say, I know one team definitely does that.
Wow.
But I'm going to say, you know, and there's nothing wrong with it. Hey, go get whoever you need for whoever. I want you to be at full strength. Mm-hmm. I don't want no excuses because this here, the way that these two teams have been going at each other all season. Yeah.
What they supposed to play the first game?
Yeah.
And it got canceled. Mm-hmm. So here we go.
So now here's your chance.
Y'all better not cancel this game either.
No, they not. They
better not.
I believe that they not. Both of these teams been.
Me and my goons gonna come get you to cancel this game.
What's funny is both their teams are built to beat each other.
Yeah.
They don't care about
it. It can go either way that day.
Yeah, they are built to beat each other. So when one lacks, the other one, that's their strength, and vice versa.
I'm gonna say your favorite line. It's gonna come down to who has the ball last. Whoever has the ball last, because I believe that it's gonna be a tooth and nail pulling, and it's gonna be a low scoring game. It's gonna be tooth and nail pulling. It's gonna be just like when the Silverbacks played the Punishers. It was a defensive game, and then but the Punishers got the second half.
You know something though about that? Here's the thing: you don't know how that game's gonna go because that could be a defensive game and it could be a shootout game.
Yeah,
that's what I like about this game because you don't know how this game is gonna go.
Is the Bo still lacking at their quarterback air assault or what?
Well, to be honest with you, they from my last hearing. They still are
because they just run the ball and
they have been able to throw it, but I think it's if they go with Preston, if they put him in, that's the thrower.
Okay.
Him and CJ.
Okay.
Are the throwers. Jamal is more of the
hand
option guy, and the like wing T, wishbone wing T type guy.
Wing T's my favorite.
But if I had to pick, I'm gonna say Punishers get this win, and I'm gonna say 28-26.
That's gonna be a showdown. I'm gonna be at that game. Front row seat.
But I wouldn't be surprised if the Bolts walk out of every day.
It can go either way that day. He ain't gonna either.
Somebody got to win.
Somebody gonna have to lose, and somebody gonna have to win. Somebody's gonna be number 2. Somebody gonna be number 3. Somebody gonna be 4-0. Somebody gonna be 3-1. That's gonna be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Is Chris covering that game?
I believe so.
Okay. So it's gonna be. So they're gonna have the broadcasting. So yeah, number 8 Rams. They're at home against the Bulldogs.
Dallas Bulldogs easily.
Number 5 Bulldogs.
I'm gonna say this.
But you just gonna say at this game. Wasn't that the game they
got the? I think
got in the look.
They did. Okay. They did.
But the score was 18-0.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think it's gonna be 22-0. And hopefully we won't have a repeat of the first instance.
Guys, don't do that. Don't do it.
You know, y'all been doing good. Keep up the good work.
The league been doing great. We ain't heard about no fights. We ain't heard about nothing. Not that I heard of.
No, I haven't heard of too much. A couple of injuries, but that's it.
That's it. And with injuries, as long as it's not no fighting and pulling guns out, I'll take injuries any day. Not saying injuries are good, but I'll take injuries over fighting and unruly and all that cussing and running around and kids out there and stuff, But number 9 Reapers versus the number 7 Extra.
At this point, who's it? The X-Ray at home?
No, Reapers at home.
Man, to be honest, I could see this game could go either way. It don't depending on which extra team shows up.
Yeah, they play like they played against who they played against the Gladiators and they lost. But just Reapers, you could say, man, they gonna win, but just don't know if they gonna pull it out. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Because they keep getting close and they just can't get. Like I told Wes, I said, man, y'all just get close.
Y'all right there, and you gotta have, I don't know, they might spend some extra time in the gym. As I say, hey, being a coach, you know how it goes. You always tell your players, hey, it's fourth quarter. I need this big play. Who's gonna give it to me?
Yeah, who's gonna give it to me? Who is gonna give me the ball back?
Yep, that's what
I need that ball back. That's what we got. 3 minutes in the fourth quarter. I need the ball back right now.
Who can I go to? That was one thing I always said to my guys is when it's fourth quarter and I need that big play, I need to know I can trust you.
Exactly.
But with that game, I don't know which team to trust right now because the Reapers not playing pretty good. The Reapers are there, but they just can't close them out. But if I had to pick, I'm just going to say Reapers get their first win.
Wow.
And it's going to probably be a repeat of what happened the first game between them.
Yeah.
Dog fight. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes into overtime again. But I'm going to say Reapers, we're going to go 16-12.
16-12. Here we go. Number 1 Dragons and number 4 Silverbacks.
Man, I'm waiting on
Dragons at home.
Man, to be honest with you, Pat,
get your game plan ready.
It's gonna be a rough week for you again, man. Because the Dragons are gonna win. They're gonna put up 50 again. I'm gonna go 55. 55. We're gonna say 55-20.
Wow, that's a wide margin there. But hey, the Dragons been putting up 50, and the people been saying they ain't been playing nobody. I guess who did they play? Was it the Knights? Was it the Knights they played?
The Knights they played.
It's either the Knights or the Rams. It was one of those teams that they beat. Because they played the Silverbacks, they played the Bulldogs, and they played somebody after that, and they put up 50.
They played the Knights. I want to say it was the Knights. They beat the Knights. No.
Let's see.
Rams.
It was one of those teams. Let's see. No, the Dragons had a bye last week. It was somebody before that. It was either Knights or Rams.
Because one of the, I think the Knights is the game they got called
21-0. 21-0, yeah. 21-0. Yep. Knights got a bye.
Thank God.
Yep. Y'all need to get in the lab and see what's going on. If y'all use that bye as a,
man, hey, y'all need to have what I said earlier, come to Jesus talk amongst yourself and just ask yourself, how bad do you want it? At some point, the bleeding has got to stop. You ain't scored a point. You're 0-4. I mean, as a coach, what do you even tell your guys going into that?
Man, what I tell my guys is let's say we was 0-4, and we ain't won a game yet. And we got to buy this week. This week, we spending time in the film room. We finna look at everything that is going wrong. What is going wrong? I want you guys, I have this. I used to get my guys these little books, the little notepad books. Pass out to every one of them. We'll watch the film. We'll watch the film first. You know what I'm saying? I let them watch yourself. Then watch the second half. Watch the whole team. Watch the whole offense. You know, if you're an offensive player, watch the offense. But the first half, just watch yourself. Second half, you watch the offense. You know what I'm saying? Or you watch the defense that you're on. And then after that, we'll watch it a whole again. And then that's when we start dissecting, cutting away. This the problem right here. See this? If you would have just kept on blocking, we could have had a touchdown. See, if you would have did this right here, okay? If you would have done this right here, see, this turnover right here what made us lose the game. So when you sit down like that and you start dissecting, see, that's what the Gladiators did. Remember what Sammie said? That's what they did. Look what it did. Turned it around. Turned it around.
Yep. One thing that I always and I live by, and I said it earlier. I ask my players, hey man, you know, it's on you. I can sit here and coach you till I'm blue on the face. It don't do nothing to me.
Exactly.
You know, but either you the one out there that got to play.
Exactly.
So you can sit here and keep getting beat up on, but hey, one thing they always say, the bullied always ends up getting tired of getting bullied.
And they players always blame coaches. I remember, man, we lose a game, I get the blame, but I didn't take the shot.
Coach didn't do this right.
I didn't take the shot. I drew up the play for y'all to run. Y'all read it. You missed the shot. But they blame the coaches. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, sometimes it can be coaches. You know, calling wrong plays, calling blah, 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 this. But, you know, I was the type of guy, man, I scout that team, man. Even if we lost against them. Man, I scout that team, man. I knew, you know, if I knew they was going to blow us out, but I scout the crap at that team. I scout them. I dissect them, man. I'm talking about, man, I put a whole game plan down on them. Then we'd go over it. But if we have bye week, man, that week was going to be spent. You know what they need to do? They need to have more than one practice. They need to just have about 3 days of film. But, you know, guys work, this and that, and you can't do all that stuff, man. So, but you got to.
Today, I mean,
Sunday.
They got a bye week? Saturday?
You gotta do something. Gotta figure out something, man. But
this Saturday they don't need to do nothing but practice at least for about 4 to 5 hours on everything. Drill it.
Yeah, because I think they practice during a week. And coach, the teacher's coordinator said they practice during a week. You know what I'll do? I use that as a film. Watch film, which they do. But we talking about the nights. Watch the film. Week, that day, watch that film. Then that Saturday, we just go practice. I wouldn't even watch no games.
That's it.
I wouldn't watch no games live. I wouldn't even care who playing.
Man, let me tell you what I do, man. And I had a coach do that to us back when I was a sophomore in high school, man. He told us, and I would do this now. Every point that you lose by, that's how many times you run.
Yep. That's that old school stuff.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something.
You do it now, you get a lawsuit.
Man, for real.
In high school. You picking on my baby.
But I'm gonna tell you can do it with grown men.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just that coach. If I'm a nice coach, that's exactly what we would be doing. Every point that we've given up, that's how many times you're gonna run.
Yep. You gave up 21. That's 21.
21 times, 21 sprints.
Suicide. We used to do bear crawls, man.
Ooh, man, I hated those.
We had to do bear crawls, man. It was crazy, man. But our coach, it was different, man. We had talent, just frame, man. But we didn't have a good coach, man. Our coach wasn't good. He didn't care. We barely practiced.
Man.
We barely practiced, man.
We were all right. I think our problem was just, I know after my sophomore year, it was the leadership. And I'm going to say it from the players. We didn't take responsibility. You know, we pretty solid coaching staff. As much as I wanted to blame him, you know, hey, you didn't change and adapt with the time until I actually became a coach myself. And I'm like, you know what, now I understand everything you're saying.
Yep. But the Benson punishers, man, this Saturday.
Man.
This Saturday. And you said you had to punch, but he can go either way.
And you know, in this game, you got some big names out there. Dooley, you got Kedrick from the Bows.
And both of them be at it with each other. So
all the time.
They've been waiting on this game. Look, they had a game this past Saturday in Punisher. They talking about the Reapers. I mean, no, they talking about the Bows game. They talking about the Bows game.
Man, they ready for it.
They ready for it. I'm ready for it too.
I think Irvin Tisdale's gonna have a good game against them too. I do believe. I think Irvin's going to show why he's probably this will be the game. I think.
I think he's the leading rusher in the league.
If not, he's going to show why he's probably if not the best, one of the best running backs in this league.
Mm-hmm.
This game here is going to show that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So there you go.
But not to be outdone, the Bolts got a running back over there too.
They got some weapons too.
Zoe Dixon.
Yep.
A heck of a back. I had the pleasure of coaching him for years.
I remember Zoe.
A heck of a back.
Yep.
A heck of a back. Zoe is another one too that a lot of people kind of forgot about Zoe, but
because nobody ain't really saying nothing about him. Like you don't never see him really posted.
When he first came out, everybody you heard about him all the time.
Uh-huh.
I think a lot of people have forgot about him, but I think this game too, Zoe gonna show you why.
Think he gonna open up the floodgates?
Man, he can.
It all depends on that line.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on that line because they got Dooley on the other side. He racking up tackles. He had them tackles, sacks. He even had one. He had 2 interceptions.
I was just gonna say, I think he had
and one, and he took to the house. So that's the second week in a row.
And Dooley is a dangerous guy, man. And to be honest,
he on the D line. He on the D line.
He's a middle linebacker.
Okay.
He built like a lineman, but he's a middle linebacker.
Wow. He's balling, man.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. And Dooley keep going. Dooley need to be playing on Sundays. To be honest with you.
How tall is he?
I want to say maybe 6'1", 6'2".
How big is he? About 2?
Maybe. If you look at him, I'm gonna say 250, 260. And
if he keep balling this way, they need to get him picked up. He played college ball?
He played at
he
played at UAPB.
Okay, so the college is out the picture. So the next step is the next level.
He either needs to be playing Canadian or he needs to be playing NFL. One of them.
One of them too, or maybe arena.
Yeah.
Y'all hear that? Man, you need to get on it.
Y'all get that boy out of here, man. That boy's too talented to be out here.
He had 18 or 15 tackles, one of them. 2 forced fumbles, 2 interceptions.
Man.
Took 1 back to the house. If a recruit ain't watching him now, which probably is.
And I hope they film in the games and get your film. A lot of you, and you mind if I say this too? A lot of you coaches out here that run teams, man, get these boys film. Mm-hmm. It's cool that you run your team, man, but the one thing that you can do to reward your player is have film for them. Mm-hmm. I see a lot of these teams out here don't record their games and stuff, none of that. And then you got a player. How can you effectively help your player?
Because you can't just go by words.
Because I know if I'm a college coach and you call me and tell me, hey, Brandon, I got this guy, and I'm like, okay, I might not want to come to your game. Mm-hmm. Send me his film.
Send his film. Do you got a YouTube channel?
Yeah. Where can I find him?
Because that's the way coaches recruit now, through the media, through social media.
Because you see it a lot. Mm-hmm. And that's just a message I want to give every team, man. Record your games, get your film. Mm-hmm. Players, get your film. Even if you ain't trying to go nowhere, still record them games, man.
Record them games.
Y'all think about it.
But I think the Punishers are doing that.
The Punishers are,
because they keep their stats.
But I want the other teams to do that too.
Yeah, you're talking about the other teams.
And that's one thing. And I'm
the Dragons doing it because they
not trying to tell Pat how to run his league, but one thing, you want your league to grow, that's going to help, having those stats and stuff like that.
And having players.
Yeah, because once you get one player to leave, guess what? That's going to fall back, man. He played in the TFL and he left. Wow. He playing pro ball now.
If I was a pro coach on overseas level or NFL level, and there's players leaving the TFL league, you know what I'm saying, going, and let's say I haven't got a player from the TFL league yet, and I see these coaches getting these players from this league called Triumph Football League, you know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna be curious, and then especially if I see them doing well and I see them balling, and I'm gonna be interested and I'm gonna be like curious. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because nowadays, man, I was listening on the radio about 3 years ago. It was about 3 years ago, man, on ESPN Radio, 103.7, the Arkansas ESPN, on 103.7. There was a player that was played semi-pro, went pro to the NFL. And that was my first time ever really.
You used to play for the Saints? Was a cornerback? Beard Dix or something?
I don't know who it was, man. I don't want to call the wrong person. but he went from semi-pro. That was my first time ever hearing
From
it.
semi-pro to arena.
Yeah,
To,
it was a couple years ago. It was like, man, it was probably 6 years ago, man.
yeah, I know
Something
you
like
talking. Yeah, that guy. Matter of fact, it's the same guy I'm thinking. I was playing. He played in the GDFL. He used to play for a team out of Louisiana. I was in the GDFL league at the same time. Thank God we had to play his team because they were like the Dragons.
Yeah.
They were blowing everybody out. And
But for him to go to the NFL, they probably.
And he did. But I'm gonna tell you what it did for that league. So now as the commissioner, man, you can tell you what that man started doing when he come talk to your team. My league is send players to the NFL.
Yep.
So hey, what can your league do?
What can your league do? And I did a video about what recruits look for in semi-pro football players. Being coachable. But I also said in there too that the pro leagues and overseas leagues, pro leagues and colleges now, they looking at semi-pro like a JUCO.
They are.
Without the college. They looking for seasoned players that they can come in and contribute already and they played the game. Okay, these guys already played football, like junior college, for instance. These guys already played football. Let's bring them in. Just like our Razorbacks basketball team. Every time you look up, they always recruit by JUCO. They always get like 4 or 5 JUCO transfers.
Too, the players don't get to, man. I'm gonna tell you something. Them junior colleges be snatching you up from semi-pro.
Yeah, that too. That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah, them junior colleges.
If you can't get in a D1 college, go to a JUCO first. And there's so many out there looking for players.
It's okay, man. It's okay. Everybody has to start somewhere. So
you got to shut your pride down.
But I go back to, coaches, get these boys film. Get them film. And on top of that, keep up with their stats, man. Because I don't want to hear, this guy ran for 300 yards. I'm not going to believe it. I'm going to be like, did he?
Did he? Okay, you can tell me anything.
Yeah, you can
just for him to go somewhere.
And all he did,
Get there,
but if it was recorded, all he really did was break one long run.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so, but yeah, get them guys film, man, because these leagues are starting to look at semi-pro football because minor league football, whatever you want to call it, because of other leagues or how they doing, and it's showing them that, man, there's something special about semi-pro out there. But Arkansas just got to catch up.
Let me tell you this quick story before we go. I had an owner tell me when I first was learning how to, run a team. He told me, he said, you know how disrespectful it is? He said that you can't give your player a film. And the fact that he told me, he said, I can go back 12 years ago and give you players stats and everything and film. He said he had it for up to 12 years, and the man has ran 5 to 6 different teams.
Wow. And
got film from all of them.
I don't understand why teams don't do that. That's part of football. That's part of the sport, man. You want to get players out of here. Then if I'm a coach and if I'm a recruit and I come to you and say, man, who's this number 3 out there, that number 3 receiver? And then all you tell me is, you just blank. You just like, he's a good dude. He plays on the team. He's a good wide receiver. Tell me more about. I need to know about his attitude. I need to know his stats for the season. What was his stats in 5 games as a receiver? Have he had a 100-yard game yet? You can't even tell me that because you don't know because ain't got.
You're gonna fabricate it.
Yeah. He did. So you can look good. Yeah. But then you get to the game. The recruit get the game. The boy ain't doing nothing. Because some recruits look at a person. Especially NBA, how they tall, they be like, he might be a good so-and-so. They go ask the player. Yeah, they'll go ask the coach before they even see him play. You know what I'm saying? For real. I had a guy, man, he was like 6. That dude was like 6'7", man. But the coaches look at him. He played basketball. The coaches look at him. They be like, man, that guy's so man.
I already
I'm not even gonna get it. I'm not because I want to feel like that. You know what I'm saying? But the guy couldn't make a layup.
Man,
he couldn't even make a layup.
Lord Jesus.
But he got better.
Some of these coaches will take you because they see you as a project.
But they'll work with you too. So if you a D-back and you ain't at that point where you want to be as a D-back, don't think you got to take a break. Hold up, say, I don't want to go to college because I'm not ready yet. Colleges will get you in growth and development. You got to go there and work out, train, get in that off season. They got strength and conditioning coaches. They got personal training. They got all that stuff. Especially you go to the league, man. This dude played semi-pro football in Oklahoma, and he went and played arena football. I was working at Walmart doing security, and he comes in, and I was trying to recruit some players. I was trying to recruit some players at the time, and well, I wasn't recruiting players. I was actually like, man, will you play semi-pro football? You come out. I was talking to play. This dude was big, man. He was big. So and he came in. He's like, man, you know what? I played semi-pro football up in Oklahoma. I can't think of the team. It was one of the good teams too. And but he was 40 at the time. I was 35, 6. He was like 40 or 41, 42.
Man.
And he went and played arena football. I didn't believe him at first. The contract finally came in. He brought the contract up there and showed me. Showed me this dude make $1,000 a week playing linebacker. And I was shocked. I was totally shocked. And he told me, he said, look, man, this is the thing. He said, I started playing when I was 40. I just decided to start playing. You know what I'm saying? Just something to stay in shape. He said, then I started liking it. Started back playing football. So he said he started taking it serious. He started working out. Working out. And then he said they approached him. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't care about how old he was. As long as he balled, they gave that man a contract. They sent that man a trainer to come down and train with him. See, the dude was a trainer in nutrition. He brought him in Walmart. He was a trainer in nutrition. He cooked and trained him. And he left for the season. And I ain't really hear nothing too much more about him. You know what I'm saying? Or never ran into him again.
The fact that that's you heard. Last time you heard was he was getting paid $1,000 a week.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Arena play. The Arkansas Twisters just playing $200 a game. And see, that make people think that other other arena football teams pay like that. No, sir. The ones that pay on TV.
But my thing is this, though. If the name of the game is you're trying to get paid, I don't care if it's 200 to 500, whatever. You got to start somewhere. I'm not saying, hey, if I'm making more of my job, I'm going to leave here and just make that my full time.
Yeah, no, I'm not telling you. You get hurt in practice.
Yeah, but what I'm telling you is, just because somebody come to you and say, hey, we're going to offer you $200 a game, I've heard players, man,
take it.
They turn it down. No, the name of the game, I look at, like my mama used to tell me, what you making now? You doing this now, what you making? So you going to tell me if I came to you with $200 a week, you going to turn it down?
That's 10 games, 200, 400, 600, 800. That's $1,000, 5 games.
There you go.
So
you done made $2,000 just for 10 games.
Then when they had the playoffs and the championships, you get bonus.
There you go.
For winning. And then you get bonus for winning during the season.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's like $100 extra or something. But them other teams in arena football that play on TV, they get paid.
Mm-hmm.
It was a dude signed up like $1 million contract. It was with what's that guy? He used to be a Rock.
The LA Kiss team.
He used to be it's not them. It was another guy. It's on the tip of my tongue, man. Golly, Bowie. What's his name? Bowie.
John Bowie.
I think something like that. You know what I'm talking about? White guy.
I know who you're talking about. Dang, something Bowie.
Bowie, but something Bowie. Bowie.
I know who you're talking about.
He had bought a team, and it was like 10 years, 15 years. He had bought a team. And man, he paid them guys, man. He paid them guys. Just like what's that dude? John Elway. This arena team. He paid them guys good. Man, I done seen quarterbacks on the arena team, man. It was one quarterback. That dude was huge. He was like
Jared Lorenzen.
He had a big old stomach.
Yeah, he did. He's dead now.
What happened to him?
I don't know if he just time to go, but a heart attack or what. But
what was his name?
Jared Lorenzen used to play at Kentucky.
Jared Lorenzen. Because he had got real fat, man.
Well, he was always big, even when he was in college.
But he didn't have that gut like that.
Not like that.
That dude was like.
And they said he could throw the ball.
Yeah, I watched a couple of his games.
It's like another quarterback. I don't know if you remember Bruce Eugene. He was a big quarterback.
Yep, black dude.
Yep. From Grambling.
Yep. But that Jerry guy, he got way out of shape, man. I don't even think he was even work. I don't think he could work out. He was just going on his own.
Well, he played arena.
Yeah.
And
that's why I seen him at.
Mm-hmm.
His gut was out here. His gut was out here, man. And I was like, I was thinking like, if he could play, I could play. You know what I'm saying? But he I don't think that guy was working out, and he was just throwing on his arm, man. That dude was so out of shape, man. He would breathe, but I was like, man. So he dead now. Rest in peace to him, man. You know, and wow, I didn't know he died.
Yeah, I think he died about a couple of years ago.
Wow.
Or maybe last year. But I know.
And his name was Jared
Lorenzi.
I'm gonna look him up. But hey, this Semi-Pro football table talk is Dre Brooks, man.
Brandon McKeever.
Hey, we just got through talking about some football, man. And I'm ready for that Bosa Punisher game, man. I wish it was tomorrow, you know what I'm saying?
Saturday can't get here enough.
Can't get here enough. Like,
and all you players that play for both of them, make sure you at that game. I don't want.
Don't come late. We don't hear no excuses.
No halftime appearances.
Nothing.
None of that.
No James Brown appearances.
Everybody need to be there on time, ready to go. Because I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear one team.
Well, we didn't have him. We didn't have him. He had to work.
He didn't show up till third quarter because he was at work.
That's why we lost. No, ain't be none of that.
Everybody need to be there because I want it from the first 15 minutes to the last.
To the last. But hey, the Semi-Pro football news table talk. Let's go and let's stay focused.